Ladies and gentlemen, join us as we embark into uncharted territory. No format, no script, only an outline of a suggestion of a plan. We're your hosts,
Scott Grubb.
Matt Robinson,
Dan Default.
and we are Unbracketed.
Woody
You sounded
Woodpecker
like
joining
Woody
us.
Woodpecker.
get the same.
I was trying something new.
All right,
So we need to.
I know. I need to start by apologizing. I was
Sure.
being very aggressive just prior to you hitting the record button because I was screaming at you. But go ahead. What were you trying to ask me before we started the recording?
There is a dog that is in your background.
Yeah,
that is new.
No. That's an otter. Hold on, I'll show you.
Move your
There's
mic.
a dog.
Move your ass in your mic. Move
Yeah.
your ass
No.
mic. Move your mic
There.
ass.
Oh, hold on a second. Come here.
You got another fucking dog.
Let me. Oh gosh.
You have got to be fucking kidding me.
Let me introduce you
You're
to the latest bracketologist. This is Minnie.
You are the biggest pushover I've ever met in my entire life. The biggest pushover.
Look at this face.
Yes, she's adorable. As all of
Fine.
the dogs have been for the most part.
Oh gosh.
I mean, I still
Did you
liked Poppy.
Huh?
What? I don't... What the fuck? You need to explain yourself right now. Because last time I was at your house, you complained about the number of animals.
You
I mean-
frequently complain about the number of animals when it's feeding time.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that. Oh shoot, man! I still got to do that tonight. But
Good.
yeah, it's it takes me a hot minute. But yeah, I mean, you nailed it. I'm a pushover. So here we are. Now we have.
So, hold on.
Yeah.
Did Ashley come to you with an image of a puppy and said, "Look at this dog," and you immediately just said, "Yes, let's do it, honey"?
No. So whole story, backstory and all, is that on Halloween night, we were out trick-or-treating with the kids, and there was a lady that was out walking her dog. It was this big, white, floofy dog. And we stopped and met it. His name was Gus. Shout out to Gus.
Hi, Gus. Thanks for listening.
Couldn't tell you the lady's name. No idea. But his name was Gus. And I mean, there's tons of kids running around. They're having a great time. They're being loud. Parents are being talkative and loud. All this. People are running by. People are stopping and petting. Gus is the coolest, chillest dog, just hanging out, letting it all happen. Super warm, receptive, sweet dog. And the lady's like, "Oh yeah, he's a Great Pyrenees. They're not big shutters. They are super quiet. He's super gentle. He's great with everyone." And Ashley fell in love and became obsessed with the idea of a Great Pyrenees. So she's been talking about it for a long time. And sad truth of the matter is,
You're a pushover.
well, that's part of it, yeah. As you both know, we also have two cats, one of which is special needs, has all kinds of health issues and all that stuff. Well, we've been seeing issues with that cat and behavioral issues with both of them, where they are using the restroom in places where they should not be. And
on your pillow, because I told them to do that.
You paid them in catnip.
Yeah.
Here's some green for you. And so my wife owns a business that we operate out of the house, and we just simply cannot have that. Like that, it cannot be a thing. And admittedly, me being the OCD person that I am, I cannot have that. So we found a place here in Colorado that is no kill, takes special needs, and keeps bonded pairs together. That we are gonna have to be putting the cats with. We just can't keep them here if that's gonna be what's going on. For a variety of different reasons. It's not necessarily the path we want to take, but we're kind of rock and hard place with that. So anyway, we're going to be reducing it by 2. We added 1. Oh, and then so jumping back to literally yesterday, yesterday morning, Ashley woke me with a picture from the Pikes Peak Humane Society of a dog, Great Pyrenees female, whose name in the system was none other than Frosting, which, for those of you who do not know, my wife's business name is Fancy Frosting. So it was like, oh, maybe it was a fate type thing. At least that's what I bought into. Again, I am a pushover. That was the excuse I took from her. So yeah, now we changed her name to Minnie. We already have, I think we already ordered, or at least we've looked at a little dog tag that's shaped like the bow and has the dots like Minnie, and it can get it in the Disney writing, the word Minnie, her name on it. And she's been great so far. She's already like doing well going to the bath. We've literally had her a day. She's already doing well when it comes to going outside to go to the bathroom. She is exactly what my other, not even a year yet. He's like 5 days from being a year old. Puppy loves. I mean, it's great because they play super well together and they leave Gracie the fuck alone, which is my 10-year-old grumpy pissy diva dog.
Affection missile is what Gracie is.
Just muscle and love coming right at you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not so much muscle these days. There's a lot of chubby to her, but she just wants to be left the fuck alone. She wants to lay on the couch and cuddle next to somebody and just be left alone. And DOG didn't offer her that, but now with Minnie in the house, it's great.
So what I'm hearing is that this transpired exactly like Sophie said it was. That Ashley showed you a picture, and you said yes. You caved and got a puppy.
What you might be hearing, you might be hearing Stockholm syndrome for all I know.
I truly, with 100% sincerity and as much kindness as I can muster, if your wife wasn't as hot as she is, you'd have the perfect life. Like you would not have all of this chaos, all of this shit happening, because you would not cave nearly as much to having 15 animals in your house and a fucking like this wild. You are insane.
Excuse me. My wife gives me the perfect life. Thank you very much. It's without these trials and tribulations, I would have no strength to build. I'd be a weak little nothing. She provides me strength.
Cuck? Is that what you're saying?
She provides me strength.
So while we're on the topic, Ashley, when you're listening to this episode, I am fully supportive of you getting the Highland cow.
Fuck you and your cow.
I think you need to do that. Go ahead and just open up the Grubbin farm and get the Highland cow.
She did send me a TikTok the other day of this couple that, like, what did they call it? Homestead life or something like that. And basically it was like they owned a little mini farm and they were like, anyone can do it. Why haven't you? And I was like, because I don't want to
have.
Yeah. We did in the suburbs.
Hard to see. Your microphone is in the way. Yes, we saw the eyes. Look. Oh, well, that's just a Stitch chair.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit in that corner. I got to clean it up, but Anyway, so that's the Bracketology family is growing.
Is this why you haven't talked to us for like a week?
Yeah, you have been awfully distant.
No. Okay, look. I purposely kept that from you, and I should have told you to start recording before I joined. I didn't realize that she was going to be in the camera shot. But I kept that from you all because I wanted this recorded experience. I wanted the world to hear how you would berate me because I knew it was coming. But I feel like nonstop busy since like 2 days before Thanksgiving. And to be quite honest with you, like the last 2 days, I have had some opportunity to do my own thing. And I just didn't have a social battery. I played a little bit of video games, but like I watched, last night I played some Ball X Pit, Sophia or Matt or what, I don't know. Okay. I jumped ahead. Matt, we'll get to that. This is confusing for everyone listening. I'm just
realizing.
Yeah. Hey, that's good. We're getting into habits.
Transitions
later. Stick with us. Yeah. But no, I played some Bollocks Pit and watched some Conan, and then the night before I watched John Cena's retirement match and cried a little. So that was where I was at mentally. It's been a long few weeks.
I watched. Speaking
You
of
can't see
watching
him anymore.
things,
Uh-huh.
I watched Fackham Hall.
Tell me all about it. I want to see it. What is it on?
It was in the movie theater.
On the big screen.
Oh, okay, okay.
There was only one showtime though for the day that I went. I went Saturday. Saturday. Um, it was good. It was exactly what you'd expect it to be. It was terrible in all the right ways. It was very British humor. It was very dry. It was very a lot of wordplay. Um, like a lot of what's on first, who's on second, kind of ridiculousness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. Uh, there was a couple that left with about 30 minutes left in the movie. Like they just walked
Oh,
out.
really?
Yeah,
Have you ever walked out of a movie?
I have.
What movie was it?
It was a semi-recent movie. So AMC Theaters has this thing called Screen Unseen, where you can buy a ticket and go to the movie, and you don't know what the movie itself actually is until it starts playing. And this one was one where I did that, but the movie was just a lot more somber and serious than I expected, and I wasn't ready for that, and so I left. It's not that it was a bad movie by any means. Um, I don't remember what movie it was. It was
Mm.
one where there was this guy who was an artist, and that's about all I remember. He had issues with his dad. I know that much.
Hmm. The closest theater to me that's showing it is AMC Highlands Ranch. There's
Yeah,
there's
Hey,
nowhere
come up
in the
the one
here.
I went
Springs.
to.
Yeah, there's nowhere in the Springs that's showing that.
Does anybody want to go see Avatar?
No.
I mean, I'll watch it. I don't really have like much interest in it right now. The other movie that I watched that I was going to say is Ready or Not. I was telling Dan a little bit about this. Have you ever seen Ready
Ready
or
or
Not?
not? Oh no, I saw the trailer for the second
For
one
the
and I was
second
like,
one,
oh, I never heard of the first one.
right? Same. So I was like, I should watch Ready or Not because the second one looks very interesting. Plus, it's got Miss Sarah Michelle Gellar and the guy from Lost and other
The
people
guy
in it.
from
Guys from
Lost.
Lost.
I don't know his real name, but
What character did he play?
he's got the eyebrows. It looks like he has eyeliner on all the time.
Was he in the
Oh, the
Oh, I
guy
know who
that
you're
lived
talking about.
forever. Richard.
Richard.
No, not Richard.
Whatever his name. I don't know. It's been so long since I've watched Lost. Either way, he's in it.
Yeah, you're
And
right,
like
Richard.
some other
Nestor
people.
Carbonell.
Yeah, I'd remember that.
I had no fucking clue. Till I Googled it.
But yeah, it's got a bunch of people in it. So anyway, I want to see Ready or Not. Here I Come, which is the second one, because it looks interesting.
I
'cause
just read a
it's double
synopsis of the
one.
first one. And that sounds batshit crazy, and I don't
Yeah.
understand just from the synopsis how you would make it into a sequel. For those at home, the
It actually
synopsis
does make sense.
of the first one, Grace couldn't be happier after she marries the man of her dreams at his family's luxurious estate. There's just one catch. She must now hide from midnight until dawn while her new in-laws hunt her down with guns, crossbows, and other weapons. As Grace desperately tries to survive the night, she soon finds a way to turn the tables on her not so lovable relatives. What? How does it go from I'm married into the family to now suddenly it's the most dangerous game?
So I can't. Do you want spoilers? I'll
No,
give
okay,
spoilers.
no, we shouldn't spoilers. But
because
but
it
let me tell. Let
absolutely
me put it
makes
this way.
sense.
Now knowing that this exists and having read the synopsis, I'm intrigued. It sounds like something I'd like to watch.
I'd recommend it. I enjoyed it. And that's as somebody who doesn't like. It's not scary in any way. Like I think it might be listed as a horror movie, or the trailer makes it look that way. It's not.
Yeah, it's
It
listed as a
is.
horror comedy.
It is a thriller comedy. There's definitely Adam Brody is in it. Is in the first one. Yeah, I definitely think. And then what's her face is in the second one.
That helps.
The girl.
With the eyes,
The
and
main
hair,
person?
No,
and she
her
has a
sister.
nose and a mouth.
Catherine Newton.
I don't know who
Who?
that is.
She was in Supernatural.
Oh.
Elijah Wood's in the second one.
Wait, are you talking about the second one now? Was Catherine
yeah,
Newton in
sorry.
the first one? Oh, okay.
No, Catherine Newton was not in the first one. It was just Samara Weaving.
Oh, okay. I know who that is. Elijah
Anyway,
Wood. He is kind of creepy.
he does a really good creepy like
He
character.
does.
Yeah.
There's another movie he was in where he plays a creepy character. I remember his glasses are like a standout.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was Sin City.
Sin City. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Anyway,
And
we've gone so far off course. Well, I guess we never really had a course, huh?
Unbracketed,
vague
ladies and
vague
gentlemen.
outline.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about things that we watched, I just
Yeah.
finished a show on Netflix called Wayward. I was telling Matt about this last night. It's really good. It's kind of a psychological thriller about this crazy woman from the 70s that developed a therapy using psychedelic drugs and basically has a whole town of converts. And one woman that uh, came from that organization comes back with her husband, and yeah, it's a really good movie or show. Ending's kind of weird, but what do you expect?
Yeah, that's gonna happen. It's gonna
I've
happen.
not heard of this one.
It's on the Netflix.
What do you feel like brought it to your feed, brought it to your attention?
Because I like weird.
Netflix. Oh, Mae Martin's in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it Wayward?
Yeah,
I'm looking it up now as well. Oh, is
So
Mae Martin the main character? Alex?
yep.
Oh, interesting.
That's
fucking
the
love
husband.
Mae Martin. They are so fucking funny.
Yeah. I know Tony Collette too. Interesting.
Was that
Anyway,
was Tony Collette?
totally worth a watch.
What was Tony Collette?
Oh, Mae Martin created
United
it.
States of Terra.
Mae Martin's a creator of this show.
That's awesome.
Look at us intriguing our audiences with solid sounding media. I'd check that one out too. Also, I mean, jumping back to mine since nobody else said anything about it and I feel self-conscious. If you didn't watch the John Cena retirement match and cry a little, you should try it. The whole event was good.
So on to our first topic.
Why? You really want to move away from that?
It's not that, look, I didn't cry. I didn't watch the whole match, but I watched the ending and all of the ceremonial excitement
and everything.
of John Cena being retiring, and CM Punk and Cody Rhodes coming into the ring and having him wear their belts, and him taking off his sneakers and wristbands and shit, and putting it on the ground. And I appreciate that, but like, I mean, good riddance. I hope he has a really successful career in Hollywood. I want them to bring Peacemaker back for season 3.
You
That
have
was
got
an
to be
exceptionally good show, by the way.
Only person who would react with a good riddance like that. Like, you can't put away your distaste even enough to recognize the impact on the business and the Make-A-Wishes and all of that.
I can absolutely recognize all of that.
And
I
you
think he's had
respect
huge
it with a
impact.
good riddance?
Yeah, it makes room for others.
Okay, all right. Anyway, moving on.
As long as he doesn't do a Rick fucking Flair and have 37 more final matches, I'll be happy.
I truly, honestly believe he won't.
Yeah,
I don't think
he's
so.
Done.
I think he's too stubborn and staunch a man of his word to change it now. Anyway, we're 20 minutes in, and we do have an outline of a suggestion of a plan, and we haven't even started on it. So
doing good.
First topic, Dan, I'm gonna throw to you. No, first topic. Oh, hold on, wait. I gotta bring I lost the outline of the plan. There it is. I mean, Matt, I say with a question mark. Would you like to kick us off?
Yeah. So, as has been not a secret, I have been transitioning for a few months now. 4 months.
It's crazy to believe
Um,
it's been months.
yeah. Slight update. I put explicit on all the episodes. My nipples are very sore most days, so that's a thing, and that means that they're growing, and I guess that's anyway is a good thing.
Can you
But
stop doing that
either
on
way,
As you
camera?
play with them on camera.
I might
We're
have
on
to
YouTube.
blur
We're gonna
that
get
now that I'm
yeah.
thinking about it. Uh, in addition to that, I have begun asking folks to call me by a different name than Matt. Now, I want to two things. The first and foremost is that I don't have any dysphoria around my name. I don't hate the name Matt. It doesn't hold a lot of super negative thoughts in my mind. It is, for a lot of trans people, when they change their name, it is very much a hey, this other name needs to go away, which is totally valid, and I think that that makes sense for a lot of people. That's not my case, but I have started asking people to start using my new name, which I will have. I mean, it's going to be in the episode somewhere, which is Sylphie, Sylphie. I will also accept Sil for short, because some people seem to have a hard time with Sylphie. And even if you call me Matt, I'm still probably going to respond to it for a while. I started asking people at work to start using it. I have a mentor at work who is supposed to help me figure out how to change my name without having to legally change my name in the work stuff.
Did that come through? Sorry, I was adjusting my pillow on my chair and I realized that it made an unflattering sound.
I'm
Sorry.
leaving that in completely.
I mean,
Um, so anyway, I would like to invite all of our listeners to begin calling me Sylphie if you would like as well. It is, yeah, it's a long, not so long story for why I picked the name, but we don't necessarily have to go into that.
it's a process. I mean, you've heard Dan and I struggling with it throughout the recording process tonight.
Well, it's
That's
because I'm consciously making an effort to call you that name, Sophie, but I've known you as Matt for so long that is just a habit that I need to break and reform.
I'm
Yeah, you
Uh,
sure
got to
it's the same.
rewire that brain.
yeah,
Well, and I'm
and
sure it's kind of habitual for you in that regard as well, right? Like if you're at work focused on something and somebody shouts out Matt, you probably instinctively still turn, right?
Yeah,
So
well, yeah, very few people at work have actually started using it.
yeah.
mm,
And when I say very few, it's like the people around me, right? My team is trying, and it's very similar because I've known all of them for at least a couple years. Um, so either way, yes, it is a
Yeah.
process, and I
Yeah.
think that at least from my perspective, I'm not. It's not a get this wrong and I hate you kind of a thing, because again, I don't have any dysphoria with my name. I will say, and I don't know this about other trans folk, but if they have a dead name, and it is, don't use it. Like if you can avoid doing that, at least have a conversation with them about potential struggles or etc. But either way, be respectful of everybody's wishes.
hmm Yeah, I do appreciate the patience you've had as we've been working on the adjustment because, like, I will say as I've made the conscious effort to practice it more, it's becoming less second nature. It's becoming more um, habitual, but it's still. What I find now is like, you know, if I'm talking to, like, for example, my wife and I'm talking about planning our recording or whatever, as I'm talking to her, the first time I go to mention you, I might think to say Matt, but then I catch myself and I say Sylphie, and then the rest of the time I'm talking to her, it stays that way. So I'm again not 100% there, but it's getting more familiar.
Yeah, and it does. I don't expect an overnight success. When I look at myself right now, and I don't know if it's because I'm going back and forth, but I'm looking at my own picture, like my own square on here. Does it look like one of my eyes is pointing a different direction?
No.
Yeah, no.
Oh, thank God. I feel like I look like a crazy person. As I'm like staring at myself, I'm like, when did I get a lazy ass eye? So yeah, anyway, Sylphie is my name. I will give just a slight shout out because I was inspired by the name from one of my favorite authors, Brandon Sanderson. There's a character in Stormlight Archive. If you haven't read it, I highly suggest it, especially if you like fantasy. But there's a character named Sylphrena, and so that's kind of where it evolved from, because her characterization and stuff is very it was impactful for me, very impactful. But if you had, I got to pick a new name. If you had to pick a new name and get away from the names that you currently use, what would those names be? Or do we want to like come up with other names for each other?
I think that might be a better idea, because I'm not going to lie. I saw this as the next thing on the outline, but I was paying attention to what you were saying and I couldn't think of. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not prepared to answer what my name would be.
I have one, right?
Dan's ready.
So my middle name, I'm not super fond of. I was named after a grandfather that passed when I was very young, so I never got to know him or anything like that. And I wanted to change my name years ago, but I wanted to keep the same initial as my middle name. And one of the names that I kind of landed on was Maurice. I think it fits my last name, and it fits the initial, and it was something that I was so invested in. I actually looked at how much it costs to change your name legally, to change it to Maurice. And then I found out that my father's name is Maurice, and I was like, well, nope, that's not happening.
Wait, hold on. You fucking landed on changing your name to Maurice, and
Yeah,
then you found out what
100%.
a
Look,
wild.
I didn't meet my dad till I was 25, and this
Yeah.
was after I had started thinking about changing my middle name. And yeah, I'd landed on Maurice. There's a song, some people call me Maurice. Anyway, uh, and I liked it, and I was like, well, that matches both my middle initial and my last name because it's a French name. And then at 25, I meet my dad, who I knew his name was Denny, but that's actually not his first name. His first name is Maurice. And as soon as I met him, I, this is a way too much information, but I had to be very, very drunk when I met him because I didn't know if I was going to shake his hand or break his nose. Um, so I decided to get drunk and see which wolf inside of me won. And yeah, as soon as I met him and I um, realized that I was not going to change my name.
There's a wolf inside that golden retriever.
Yeah.
There are two dogs inside this dog.
That's why we call Dan the big dog. Well, okay, well that
Maurice.
inspired me, because now I'm thinking my first name. I don't have a good story for mine, but I'm a middle namer, always have been. I don't know why.
Can I
I have an
ask you
idea why.
something about that?
Go ahead.
Did your mom call you Scott?
What part of
Like,
always have been did I lose you?
look, I don't know. My brother started going by his middle name in college,
That
so
would be
he
20
says,
years. That would be
"All right,
20-ish years old. I'm saying
listen
as
up,
long as
asshole."
I can
He
remember.
always says that he. Anyway, okay.
No, I have always been Scott, a middle namer. My first
Mhm.
name is Randall. I would probably
Dirty Randy.
transition. I would probably transition that into Brandy. That would be
Brandy.
my name. Yeah, Brandy.
Wait, Brandel for long?
No, real trashy. I'm going Brandel Lynn. I'm bringing
Brandolin.
that. I'm bringing that Trailer Park Champ stamp energy.
Three
Brandy,
Y's in
Brandel
there.
Lynn.
3 Y's, 2 N's.
Brandy.
Yeah,
Why Brandy?
Yeah.
because
That's interesting.
Randall turns to Randy, turns to Brandy. I don't know.
Okay.
And I like that name.
But you'd still go
It was
by
the
your...
name of my kindergarten crush.
Brandy.
Yeah, that makes
was
sense.
the name of your cat. Hi, Brandy.
If
Brandy Cooper, now named Brandy Langford.
Oh, you
wait.
missed your chance.
I'm okay with that. No offense, Brandy, but I'm okay with that.
Wife number 2 is better.
Yeah,
We're gonna make that stick.
undoubtedly.
All right. So
Um,
if you had to pick a name for Dan to replace the name Dan,
hmm.
I like Dan, even though there's so many Daniels in the world. Like I've known so many
I think I'd
different
go with like
Daniels.
ooh, I'm thinking something like biblical. So like Josiah or
Daniel is
Job
biblical.
or
Job,
or
Abraham.
Abraham. Actually, I don't hate Abe for you.
You could be an Abe.
He could be an Abe.
Turn that hair a little grayer, and you could pull off Abe real
It's
easily.
fucking doing that on its own.
I know what
Starting
I'm
to
saying.
flake.
Just get it a little bit further along. You could be an Abe. Give you some glasses and a cardigan.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
You
No, at that
you
point
would
Like
totally
a nice
be an.
sweater.
he'd
At
go
that
by
point, he's
Reham
what?
at that point.
Reham.
You could just throw that on. You could throw on a cardigan and the right pair of sunglasses or right pair of glasses. Just go out at Halloween. People ask you what you are. You say Abe. That's all the explanation they would need. They'd get it.
Nice
Carry
pair of readers.
carry
I
a book
do,
around
like-
that doesn't have a title on the front. Like it's
Don't-
just a blank
Yeah.
book.
Don't trim your eyebrows for like 3 weeks.
I have never trimmed my eyebrows in my life.
I believe you.
They just do this.
All right. All right. What would you name Scott,
Asshole.
Dan?
Oh, so,
Not a name.
could be.
Hey, if Apple can be a name,
Yeah.
I
don't know. It like Scott actually fits his personality
what the fuck does that mean?
so well.
What I mean. Hmm.
I guess if I had to rename Scott, I think I would just go with Scooter because I call him that anyway.
What? That's just a nickname. That's not a renaming.
It could be a renaming. Short for Scoot Tholomew.
No, I don't think that's how that works.
What about Kenny for Scott?
I like Kenny. That's a very fitting name.
How? What about me says Kenny?
The hoods mostly.
How
often
the
you
constant
die.
use of a hoodie.
I don't think Kenny actually makes sense. If we were to do something like that, it would be like Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Yeah,
That
Kenny for
seems way
short.
too fancy for him.
Kendriferous? I don't.
Kendriferous.
No.
I'm trying.
I feel like I'm something real generic and white, like a Travis or a Kyle.
I think it should
Steven.
be something that sounds
think it's a
like an
Mike.
STD.
That's
what
rich
about-
coming from you. Let me tell you.
What about
Herb.
Herb?
Ooh, I could be a Herb. I'd be down with that. I'm ready
You
to
could
enter
be
the
one of the
Herbert.
11 herbs that KFC follows.
I'm ready to. I'm ready to enter the Herbert stage of life.
Oh, a Herbert? I could absolutely see you as a Herbert.
Yeah.
Herbert
Wait, isn't that the-
Cornelius.
Just sitting out on my front porch reading the newspaper in my slippers, a robe
Herbert
slightly
Cornelius and your
one nut
A-frame
hanging out.
shirt.
open. Isn't it Herbert the pervert? Isn't that the old man on Family Guy?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm glad this is the path we went down.
Nailed it. Herbert.
You know, when I was in middle school, high school, early
I
high
don't
school,
like
I don't know,
where
one of
this
the
is
two.
going.
I had this t-shirt. It was light blue, and it had a outline drawing of like a old man with a pair of binoculars, and next to it it said "Future Dirty Old Man."
Yeah, no, that tracks.
The future is today.
You call me Herbert.
Are there any names that y'all would give me? After I just said, hey, start using this new name for
Yeah,
me?
I like Sylphie. I think Sylphie's a great choice.
I was trying to come up with a funny answer, but I got nothing. I
was waiting for it.
Yeah. If we were going, let's say, okay, I think it's fair to say that Sylphie is an unconventional name choice. However, it's that of a grown adult with a history and backgrounds and experiences. They're going to be more creative, and I appreciate it. If I were to go a more quote unquote conventional route, I could see you as like a Kelly.
Interesting.
I was thinking Angela.
Oh,
No, I don't like Angela.
yeah, I don't
Okay.
like that.
No, I've known a few Angelas, and generally speaking, they don't round positive, I would say.
I think I dated an Angela once. I think she went by Angie. Didn't work out.
That was the whole story.
That's all I can remember. Look, I blacked out a lot of my life at this point, but especially when I was working in a call center and lonely and sad.
I think
So
there's
anyway.
something about the brown bangs that you keep petting right there that just screams Kelly Kapowski to me.
I have a cowlick right here in the front of my hair. And that's why I've always had my hair the ways that I've had it. So when I was most of my life, it was spiked up, kind of messy spikes. And then a few years ago, right after COVID, started doing the comb over. And then when I started transitioning, I went to my hairdresser. She was like, "Yeah, you can do this," and I was like, "Oh yeah, it does look a lot more femme." The problem is that I still can't get my cowlick. Like it just anyway, I just have to disguise it. All of that to be said.
I get it. I have two.
Do you?
I have one on the front
Still?
that the way I used to have my hair was always a problem, and I'd have to navigate it. And then I switched to my current haircut years ago. And when I did that, we found another one in the back of my head that doesn't cooperate with the way I have my. So anytime I go in, I'm like, yeah, and there's a cowlick back there. Feel free to burn it with fire or whatever you want to do. And they're like, oh yeah, I see it. I'm like, appreciate your
dope
confirmation.
Yeah, I've got this like probably the most aggressive cowlick. I don't do anything to it. I wash it and I dry it, and it just is fully erect.
The widow's peak makes it. The widow's peak makes it more prominent.
I can't do anything about it. And there was a point.
You can.
No, I can't. I have tried.
Shave your head.
That's true. That is an unconventional route that I do
I'll
not
wax
want to
it.
do. But there was a point in my life where I had long hair, like down to my shoulders, and I looked like Cousin It because with a big nose sticking out of the hair, because just the way this
it's just Ernest cosplaying Cousin It.
Yeah, I had two like swoops of hair. And
do you have any pictures of this?
I love how you called him Ernest and he just agreed and kept right on going.
Yeah. Well, look, if there are people that you're going to be told consistently that you look like, that's not a bad one to be.
He was a male model.
Yeah. I agree. Love some Jim Varney. Oh man. Anyway, how did we get on this topic? Where the fuck? Yeah, this episode is wacky.
Hold on, wait. I got us. Like in that classic film he was in, Ernest Goes to Jail. I'm trying to set you up.
What's next? I don't understand. Petty court?
Oh. Yes.
Yeah. See the connection there?
We wanted to be this is a very me-centric episode, and I don't particularly enjoy that.
I talked for the first 12 minutes uninterrupted.
Yeah, no, that's true. So we're going to steal a segment that almost every other podcast does in one way or another. We want to be petty and judge those who are petty as well. So we're going to review some Am I the Asshole posts from Reddit. I went to Am I the Asshole, the subreddit, 34 minutes before this recording started.
Nice.
And I've got a few different ones. I'm gonna share my screen, but with you guys, but I'm not gonna let other people see it. I'm not gonna put it in the episode, is what I'm saying.
Heard.
But this way, you can kind of pick which one you want to go with, so we don't have to do all of them. But I've got quite a few that are
So many
Wayward.
tabs.
set up. So, first one.
Show us your bookmarks. Uh-huh.
I don't know that I have any bookmarks in this one. Oh, I do. I have an emulator for Zork.
Oh, nerd alert.
And then ROM emulate. Anyway, I couldn't even show it to you anyway. It wasn't coming up. So, am I the asshole for connecting to the ear pod after my niece swallowed it to see if it would play in her stomach?
All right.
Am I the asshole for not making my cookie table allergen free?
Yeesh.
I
It's
feel
close
like
to
that's a
home.
little too close to scoop. Herbert.
For forgetting to zero out the microwave cook time. This one seems insane, and I do want to do this one at some point.
Let's do that one. Fuck it.
Well, hold on. The other one, am I the asshole for donating some winter coats to 2 cold little girls? Am I the asshole for not wanting to take home what my mother-in-law got my son for Christmas?
Oof.
Am I the asshole for criticizing people's bathroom habits in front of my girlfriend's brother? Mom mad because I don't want to clean her dirty sex sheets?
Ugh.
And am I the asshole for not arranging a Christmas gift exchange for a party I'm not hosting?
All right, let's
So
go
do-
with that. Yeah, let's go with that first one. You really wanted to do. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to read this and then we can talk about it. Also, I just want to point out, like, I do get Am I the Asshole posts quite frequently on my Reddit For You page. And most of the time, it's like such a mundane fucking thing that, like, nobody should be upset about, or, you know, you're clearly not the asshole, or you clearly are. This one, though, my girlfriend says that zeroing out the microwave of remaining cook time causes her undue burden when she needs to reheat food. If she is using the microwave and there's still cook time still present from the last use, she calls me over to press the clear button. This is usually not a problem because I'm frequently more or less present with her near the microwave. I legitimately try to remember to clear it when finished, but I forget to do so regularly. To me, pressing clear before entering a cook time is a non-issue, so a lot of times forgetting to clear when finished just doesn't register to me. Pressing the clear button when finished microwaving is equally trivial, but I honestly can't help my forgetfulness most times. This morning, I was lying in bed, and she came to me saying that I continuously disrespect her and demanded I come and push the clear button for her. I told her no, as I feel getting out of bed just to do this dance was unnecessary, when she could have just pushed the clear button and gone about her day with food in hand. Am I the asshole?
Oof.
I got thoughts.
Me too. Go ahead.
All right.
I really hope we're on the same page.
I'm gonna say
I doubt it.
say yes. That he is the asshole. Because look, I use a microwave a lot. I just microwaved one of those Red Baron little deep dish single pizzas for my dinner tonight. Shout out to Red Baron, please sponsor us. And it says on the box to cook it for 3 minutes. So guess how long that bitch is in there? 3 minutes. So it beeps to tell me when it's done, and then I get it out of the microwave. I don't really ever cook anything and stop it before the time that I set to cook. And generally what I do is I just hit the 30-second button till I get to the desired amount of time.
But you're talking about making something where you're following instructions with a designated time frame. What if you're reheating leftovers?
Then I stick that bitch in for 2.5 minutes and go. And let it cook.
Every time 2.5 minutes. No
yeah,
matter
and
what
if
it
needs
is,
more,
what the quantity.
I'll stir it, put it back in, minute more.
That's fucking wacky. The fact that you're calling him an asshole because he uses unconventional times on microwaves and maybe sometimes stops.
Look, I'm calling him the asshole
What
because
about popcorn?
it is super frustrating when I go into work when I did have an office and I go to use and there's like a second left. Like that's
Yeah, you
dick.
stop it so it doesn't beep. I do that at night all the time so I don't wake up. I don't want the noise going off while the kids are asleep.
You
And
can
Dan's
open
asleep.
the door to stop it from beeping.
And then there's a 1 still left on there. I stop it so it doesn't make a single beep. There's no
Do
beep
you
at all.
clear the one?
Yeah, I
So you're
do.
not the asshole.
Hold on. All right, Scott, do you think this guy's the asshole? And we're saying guy. It doesn't explicitly state if it's a man or a woman, but
Their
This
username is ass calipers. So I'm going to take a wild shot in the dark. And
fucking doxing ass calipers out here.
um I think
What an insane sentence to say. I'm sorry.
they're both assholes,
Okay.
for being honest.
Why?
it is petty for you know,
Cuz
the
I'm the
significant other to come in instead of
yeah.
just hitting the clear button. But
I,
if that person has told them time and time again to clear,
No, I'm sorry. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. The first sentence of this, my girlfriend says that zeroing out the microwave causes her undue burden. Fuck off. Are you kidding me right now?
yeah,
Like,
okay.
you can't press
Again,
the button on your own?
they're both assholes, right? If his argument is that she's being irrational because she thinks it's an undue burden, then it's irrational for him to complain about having to do it as well. It negates that aspect of it. Some might say I'm very type A, right? When I get done with the microwave, yes, I believe, watch, my wife's gonna be like, fuck you do. I believe I do clear out the microwave before walking away. I sure as hell replace the toilet paper roll every time it empties out. That's there's no reason for them to walk away and leave time on the microwave. At the same time, it's not an undue burden. Like, it's one button, a button that's right next to where your hand is
Where the
already going to
start
be to
button?
push other buttons anyway. So what are you really complaining about? I understand her being, it sounds like maybe a bit more type A than me.
I
She's
was
trying
about
to,
to say she might be type A like you.
yeah, trying to teach him a lesson, I think, is the path, but she's going way too far with it. He is an asshole for being lazy and not taking care of a very simple task and not hearing his girlfriend when she's saying that it's frustrating for her.
Mm-hmm.
But she's an asshole for overreacting as well. They're both assholes.
Yeah,
Assholes all around.
One
just
of
one big inconsiderate asshole.
This couple's basically a human centipede.
Jesus Christ. I just think it's important, and I'm not a psychologist. I don't know things. Well, I know some things. But what I do for sure know is that if you are in a relationship of any kind, brother, fucking parents, and they get so upset at you for something so trivial, it's time to rethink that relationship anyway.
But it might not. So again, they might be super type A or type A plus, and that really like grates a nerve. And
Sure.
at a certain point, it becomes like, yeah, it might have started as a little frustration, but the fact that it continues to happen shows a lack of understanding and
I think
respect from the other person, right?
I think there's a little bit of room for the other person, like the OP in this particular instance. What if they legitimately have memory problems of doing something like that? Or what if they are like if it's going to continuously happen, I think it might be a good idea to rethink the relationship, as that can't be the only thing that is causing that person undue burden. Also,
No.
fucking
Yeah,
insane.
I mean, if they're getting upset over having to push the clear button, then
there's
again,
more.
going back to my example, I can't imagine how much they lose their shit, thankfully already sitting on a toilet, when they get there and there's not a replaced toilet paper roll.
Right.
Because that person would lose their freaking minds.
Yeah.
Again, not to put my wife on blast, she's given me a perfect life, but she's very type B. I think in our entire relationship, she's put the toilet paper roll back on the thing maybe 4 times. And I applaud her for those 4 times. But
This feels
Do
like
I-
a fight getting ready to
I
happen.
know I'm going to be in so much trouble when this episode comes out. But do I give a crap? No. I'm sitting there anyway. Why would I bitch about that? Like, it's no effort for me to do it and improve because I know I'm the one who cares. So I improve it for myself. She doesn't care one way or another. If it's in the right spot, great. It's there for her. I feel better either way. Why are you all so up in arms? Oh
Can
my
I
gosh.
ask a question, Scott?
No. Go ahead.
All right. So if you find yourself having not noticed the toilet paper being empty, or at least close to empty, and you sit down and you start letting her rip, is it easy for you to get the toilet paper from that sitting position?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
Because that
inconvenienced by
definitely
it.
makes a big difference,
Yeah.
right?
No, sure. If it was like across the room, I would be in trouble. But no,
Yeah.
it's right there. It's like I'm not inconvenienced by it. So why this person is making it the girlfriend is making it sound like God, that's just insane. It's insane. But again, they're both assholes.
Yep.
All right. We want to move on to another one?
Sure.
Okay. Is there another one that the overwhelming Reddit response is essentially what Scott and Dan are saying? Is there another one that made y'all's?
I wanted the first one. Yeah, that one.
So, am I the asshole for connecting to the ear pod after my niece swallowed it to see if it would play in her stomach? When my 3-year-old niece swallowed my sister's left AirPod, everyone started worrying right away. I was trying to lighten the situation, so I connected the AirPod to my phone and put my ear on her stomach to check if I could hear it. Surprisingly, I actually did hear a little sound coming from inside her, which made the moment a bit funny for me. But the people around us didn't really find it amusing. They all looked at me like I wasn't taking things seriously at all. I was just trying to calm the mood, but instead I ended up being the only one laughing while everyone else was still stressing about the AirPod inside her.
I've got thoughts.
Okay.
Again?
Yeah.
2 in a row?
2 in a row.
Hot
My brain
damn,
is
you're on a
working
streak.
overtime. I'm type C, baby.
One more and you get a high score.
I'm type C.
All right.
For concussed.
Cognitive decline. Hyphenated. So here's my thought, right? I understand wholeheartedly, or as much as I can without having kids, how scary that would be if your 3-year-old swallowed something like that. But it made it through the esophagus, which is the really scary part. Chances are the kid's just going to shit it out. So hopefully it doesn't become impacted, but there are ways around that. She is not in imminent physical danger. And to me, I would think that all the adults around this child freaking out would freak out the kid. So I understand wanting to come in and have a calming, a sense of calm to at least help the kid find some humor in it. That being said, if this person is like, trying to play music and turn the little girl into like a boombox,
That'd be fucking funny, and you know it.
it would be, but
Da, da, da.
Giving her
That's-
piggyback rides, just jamming to whatever is playing.
that's a little too far, right? But I could understand wanting to bring some levity to that situation for the kid's sake. It all depends. There's not a whole lot of detail about how this person went about, connecting to the ear pod and laughing. If it was like a good chuckle, okay.
I mean, it says
But if
they
you're like
connected it.
hysterically rolling on the floor laughing, that might be too much.
It said they connected it. They put their ear up to her stomach, and they could hear it a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I think that this is very much what either of you would do in the situation if it wasn't your kid.
I mean, I think I'm trying to put myself in the situation, right? I'm trying to imagine my daughter at that age having swallowed an AirPod. I think that having it connect and play music and hearing a sound coming through would generate such a sense of not relief necessarily, because there's still obviously a dangerous situation. But because the mystery would have been resolved, there's a knowing, there's an understanding of what exactly what the situation is, because I think there's a lot of panic with the unknown, right? We don't know
Yeah.
where it is. It could be in or it might not. We have no idea. But once we know for sure, then we know we have a course of action to take. So I think there's a little bit of relief that comes with that would allow just enough of a moment for it to be like, ha, it's funny that worked. I'm glad we know now. Oh shit, now do we have to do? Because I don't think that a 3-year-old's digestive system is going to pass an AirPod as easily as you may have insinuated there. And I think it could end up as a surgical thing. And so that is terrifying. But I do
Yeah,
think there
that's
would be
true.
a brief moment where it'd be like, huh, figured it out. Oh, fuck. You know, I don't
What
think this
song?
person's the asshole.
I don't think so either. What song would you play?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Do you remember
I
that
got it.
song that was on the Six Flags? Bum, 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 bam, bam, bam,
With
bum,
the
bum,
old
bam.
man?
Yeah, that would be high on my list.
It would be Hello by Lionel Richie. Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
I was trying to think of songs that were like about people's insides, and I couldn't think of any because that's a weird thing to make a song about.
Hello by Lionel Richie is the only right answer. Did anyone ask this person that?
I don't know.
If not, we need to.
That would require me to
Oh, wait,
use Reddit.
right there it is. So what song did your niece's belly play? Did they answer it?
No. Maybe.
Dang it.
Nope.
Did somebody else ask it like in a different post, maybe? Because that's already 2
No.
levels down.
Jesus Christ.
Just collapse. Yeah, start from the
that's
top and
join.
collapse. No,
Search.
don't do that. Okay, that works.
Info.
What song was it? Saturday Love. I don't know that song.
My dog swallowed my AirPod, and I did the same thing. I picked Crazy Train.
By Sherelle from 1985. I don't know what this song is.
All right. Well, Olives. I don't think you're the asshole. You have been released from petty jail.
I don't know what that was.
That was petty jail exploding, apparently.
Saturday Love starts with, it's been a long time. I never thought I was going to see you again. Which is also pretty good. All right. Are we doing any more? What are we at?
Yeah, I think we're good. Right at an hour.
Is that, are we calling it an episode? Are we bumping?
No, because we had a good 5 minutes there where I was disappeared.
Okay. All right. Do we, I don't know if I have the next thing prepared. Hold on.
So, as you all know, it is the end of the year. And every year, at the end of the year, there's an end of year tradition.
You don't need to vamp that long. I'm ready.
Oh, okay. It's called Spotify Wrapped, and if you listen to Spotify, then you would have gotten a Spotify Wrapped. And so we wanted to talk a little bit about our Spotify Wrapped.
As content creators, we also get a Wrapped, yeah.
And I think that's something that I didn't know, that creators like of any kind get Wrapped. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a thing either. Where is my? There it is.
Please still be there.
All right, here we go. Wrapped for creators.
We came up with this idea a couple weeks ago, and
we wanted to share the impact you all have had on our podcast. So here we are. So I guess I'll read it since it's a podcast format. 2025. This was quite the year for you.
Just look at it. Just stare at the screen.
A little proof that hard work pays off. Total new audience. We increased 126% in new audience from last year. We gained 2 people. Doesn't say
Well,
that, but
it doesn't say that, and it's going to be proven wrong in like 2 slides.
Thank you for sharing this with your friends and family.
yeah.
Yeah.
We increased in followers by 55%. So again, we're moving in the right direction.
Year over year, we're doing pretty fucking incredible.
Yeah.
This year, one episode rose above the rest. Any guesses?
Well, I know.
Yeah, I
and
know.
I'm
But last
still
time
salty.
last time I showed you guys this, I asked if there were any guesses. And we had a fun little bit about it, and I was trying to recreate that moment. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
No guesses. Okay, well then maybe you can speak to it. The top 2025 top episode, Bracketallogists, Matt, the artist formerly known as Matt, which was played 142% more than our average episode. Do you have any insights as to why that might be?
Yeah, I'm curious what the reason is for that massive jump in listeners.
I don't know.
Does it have anything to do?
I'm just popular. Look, I am the only single one on this podcast. We'll see if that continues, because as of recording this, but I don't want to I don't know, out it or whatever. I have a boyfriend now, and his name's Sonny, and he's awesome. He has not listened to this podcast at all, and I'm hoping he doesn't find it. So, being single for the last forever, for a while, means that I've been dating. And so I put on my dating profile that I have a podcast. And so that meant that quite a few people asked about it and asked about the format. And then I told them about it, and then they apparently go and listen.
And here we are.
Yeah, I appreciate all the things that you do for the podcast.
Just shilling for the podcast.
Yeah.
Let's look at some worldwide stats. Our listening passport got a real workout. Here you go. 4 countries reached overall. The fact it's more than one, honestly, is kind of surprising.
Yeah.
But yeah,
happy.
4 countries. Our top countries, there's only 4 of them. Somehow Nigeria, the United Kingdom, the Philippines, and then the United States. I do not understand this.
If you are from somewhere that is not the United States, please comment.
Yeah,
legitimately,
Talk
I
to
want to
us.
know who from Nigeria is listening to these 3 assholes talk about anything.
Yeah.
And if it's the prince, I promise your money's in the mail.
He's giving you money. You didn't even get the scam right.
Our show made it to the top of many fans' lists. I want to know who these people are. We're a top 10 show for 26 people. I don't think we have 26 listeners. These have got to be like people who just never listen to podcasts. And then you were like, hey, if you want to date me, you should listen to this episode.
At no point did I say, if you want to date me, you should listen to this. In fact, I think more often I said, yeah, it's something goofy that I do with my friends. So what do
Please
you
don't judge me
do
for
on
it.
the weekends? Yeah, basically.
Yeah, we're a top 5 show for 21. So basically Sylphie's dating history right there.
Shut the fuck up.
Number 1 show for 13 people. I
13,
don't understand.
Let us know who you are, because you'll get a Wrapped in Spotify too. Let us know, and I'll send you a sticker.
There you go. Email Dan directly at Maurice. Maurice
wannabe.
Maurice Ernest it at podcast.com.
But you could message us in the Discord or comment on
any of those formats.
Also.
Yeah.
That would make more sense.
And
the
then
sticker...
I'll DM you so you don't have to put your private information out on the interwebs, and I will send you a sticker. Thank you for supporting us.
The sticker will be an image of his nude body.
I just had a really fun idea. We should get... Never mind.
It will be a
As
bracketology
I was
sticker.
about
A
to say.
bracketology vinyl sticker. No nudity
Our top
unless
fans
you pay.
streamed 3.9 times more than anyone else. Whoa. 35% of them binged 2+ episodes in one day. You people need to talk to somebody.
Jesus.
30% hit play within 24 hours of a new episode drop. Now that I do really appreciate.
Yeah.
And I do actually. So I talked to.
I appreciate all of it, but that one doesn't weird me out.
Yeah, quite a few listeners at my work, and most of them listen within the first 24 hours of a new. So that's cool. I appreciate that.
I feel like that's the real ones, you know. That's dedication. Look at that. It goes without saying your fans have great taste. Here's what they're listening to. So other things that our fans are listening to: Taylor Swift, Morgan
Wild.
Wallen, Drake, Zach Bryan, Eminem. Who are you people?
I mean,
And what do you find that you have in common with us? Because I can tell you what, it's not this list.
I listen to one of those, and it's infrequently.
Which one?
Eminem.
That's
I
the
do
most
like
likely,
rap.
I guess. Yeah, it's the most likely, I guess, but it's been
I mean, I'm
years.
definitely not going to listen to Drake because pedo
All
and
kinds
all
of
that.
reasons.
Then I don't know Morgan Wallen or Zach Bryan. They're both country singers, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then Taylor Swift. Is this your wife's playlist?
It might be. It might be. It's possible. Top audiobooks. Let's see, Beautiful Creatures, The 7-Year Slip, Bite Me, Hollywood Said No, and Throne of Glass.
At
I
least
don't know.
one of those is smut. So
Yeah, but my wife doesn't listen to audiobooks. So
well, yeah, no, I can't blame that one on your wife. I actually think I know who that was.
oh, okay. Top shows: Action Boys, Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, The Joe Rogan Experience, Boring Horse History for Sleep, Gentle Storytelling, and Reality Gaze Plus. Conan.
Hold on. I didn't even notice that last one.
Yeah.
Reality Gaze Plus.
Yep.
It's an interesting one. I actually think I do know that podcast.
Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend is me. I can tell you that for sure because I was in his like 0.2% of listeners this year. I binged like from the beginning and I've been listening to all of it. I'm almost caught up.
I would say that Action Boys is me, but I don't listen to the episodes after I release them.
Interesting.
Scott and I think that the Joe Rogan Experience is Dan.
No.
Yeah, probably. He
I
brings
don't-
that kind of alpha male energy. Wink.
I don't listen to podcasts on Spotify. Like, the only way I listen to podcasts is literally on YouTube.
The only podcast I listen to on Spotify is Action Boys.
All right, we might want to frame this, whatever it is. A 2025 marathon show. Fans listen to you for longer than 86% of other shows.
That's
Again,
crazy.
that's people who don't listen to podcasts, who just
Yeah.
listen to one episode. A 2025 talked about show. You received more comments than 78% of other shows. I find this statistic really interesting because it sounds super cool. Then you go back and look, we had one comment all year. That means there are so many thousands of podcasts that go out that no one ever comments on Spotify.
I love
So
it
if you're
too
one
because
of our
that
top
one
13% listeners, comment, and we will definitely see it.
This number right here is a number that we can definitely drive for next year. We can get this number into the top 1%.
Oh my god. Yeah, that one comment just says top comment too, or first comment or something like that.
Yeah, it's just like first. We can drive
That's
this
all it
number.
was. You can do better, people.
Yeah, starting next year, we're going to add that into our closing. Please comment on Spotify.
We're not going to respond at all, but we are going to ask you to do it.
I might respond by sending you a sticker.
Where are you getting these people's addresses?
I'm going to reach out to them and DM them if
This next one's interesting too. A 2025 most shared show. You received more shares than 80% of other shows. I find that interesting as well. Because I have to feel like if you're a creator, you're sharing your own show, right? So you would think that this number inherent, like inherently is going to be evened out by people doing that. But it makes it sound like there's still a portion of our fan base that's truly helping us out in some way. I think. I don't know. I like that number
Word.
though.
Yeah.
What else we got here? That was it. That is their entire route. So again, for everyone that has contributed to these numbers, we appreciate it, especially you, our Nigerian prince. Please send us an email. bracketologypodcast@gmail.com. Yeah,
Have you
again,
checked that email recently?
yeah, it's tied to my phone. I get emails from it all the time.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, if we were on your Spotify Wrapped, let us know. We would love to see it. All right, friends, I think that's an episode. What do you think?
I agree.
Pew pew pew.
All right, what are we looking forward to next week?
Holidays.
Holiday special. Sorry, I got real excited.
It's
That
the holiday
is-
Bracketallious.
Next week, Christmas Eve, our annual holiday special that apparently
Which
we're
is
making.
called the holiday Bracketallious.
Is that what it was called last year?
Yes, it was.
I should probably commit that to memory. Then the Holiday Bracketallious 2025 next week. We've got that to look forward to. So until then, peace be with you. Tupac out.
And also with you.
Yeah. Thank you
sorry.
again for everyone.
Religious
like
trauma coming back up.
May the force be with you.
Like we said during the Spotify Wrapped segment just a moment ago, thank you to everyone who's listened, who's shared, who's made this what it is. It ain't much to be proud of, but we enjoy doing it. Please continue to like and share and comment, and let's drive those numbers up for next year. I'm making it sound like a business now. Thanks to Aaron O'Donnell for Aaron O'Donnell Music on YouTube for the track you hear at the beginning and end of every episode. We have social media out there. I don't do enough with it. That's a New Year's resolution, but we'll talk about it next week. All right. I've been Scott. I don't remember how we closed these.
I'm Sylphie.
See? Woo! Off the hook for the next time I fuck up. I get one in the pocket.
And I'm still Dan.
Maurice Ernest It. Bye-bye.